This is In the Know for Thursday, August 7th, the 219th day of 2025. There are 146 days left in the year. Good morning, MB, guiding you through In the Know at K105. On Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose, live online at K105.com. Via the Apple and Android smartphone app using the SoundCloud, iTunes, or Spotify podcast. On Facebook, on YouTube, on the platform formerly known as Twitter, and the hashtag is In the Know. Coming up today, we'll update you on the latest news headlines from around the community, the county, the Commonwealth, and the country. We will have today's water cooler question. It'll be your chance to prove that you're the smartest person around the water cooler, and you could also walk away a real big winner. That and a whole lot more coming up today here on In the Know. Settling into my left, rolling Mach 9 with her hair on fire is my beautiful wife, the beautiful girl. It's Paige. Good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm a little, you know this, I'm a little nerdy.
No.
And am I the right amount of nerdy for you? I mean, you like nerdy. Just the
Yeah.
right amount? I couldn't be a little more nerdy, a little less nerdy.
I mean, you're probably the right amount.
What is the nerdiest American city, if you had to guess?
I don't know.
Like Cambridge or something. Oh, wait, that
maybe.
wouldn't be an American city. Boston or somewhere where you know, Harvard or Yale, or it's actually Chicago.
Okay.
Chicago, followed by Las Vegas, followed by Houston.
Las Vegas?
Yes, and they factor in the number of nerd shops like video game, comic book stores, nerd events, chess clubs, cosplay, stuff like that. You factor in all those. Of course, you know, cosplay and those big events. Vegas is a destination town
That's
for
true.
events like that. So that's kind of why they gather. But yeah, Chicago, Illinois would be the nerdiest. I
Okay.
hadn't considered that.
Interesting.
He is a 5-time winner of the coveted Ohio News Hawk Award. He's a 2-time Silver Sound nominee, covering every corner of the globe: London, Budapest, Rio, Tokyo, and even Litchfield. He's Sam Gormley and the sports. Morning, Sam.
Morning, Ralph.
How you doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Well, I'm feeling happy for you.
Bengals game, right, today?
Well, yeah, there's a Bengals game today. But you are a finalist for Sports Announcer of the Year in the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
I saw that this morning. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Now, the bad news is you might as well be in a finalist along with like Dave Thompson.
Yeah. I saw when I saw Jay Turner's name up there, I was like, oh, well, that's great.
Well, maybe you're just playing for second, but that's okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Jay didn't have the best year last year. I don't know. Maybe
But
he's
of all people to lose to, you can't lose to much better than Jay Turner.
no. I mean, that's kind of the thing. He's it's just to be expected. For those of you that don't know Jay, he's over in the classical community. Jay and I used to work together on the Hottest Hits staff. I was on the morning show, and he did afternoon drive, and he was in the school system for a long time, and then he continued on in sport. I think, 44 years, or
It's a long time, yeah.
yeah, something long. I knew that he said at the end of basketball season he was wrapping up a certain number of seasons. So anyway, he's kind of the gold standard of high school sports broadcasting right now, and so Jay is obviously a finalist. But I'm really happy for you, Sam, because I know you've been curious for a while on you thought that your work was that you should be a finalist, and I agreed with you. But for whatever, I guess it helps when you got a good run too. You know, like you got a good regional championship game to draw upon. It helps add to the excitement.
I just love that Jay hasn't been a finalist any of these years either, but the one year I get it, that's the year.
I would suppose that he's not been nominated.
I would probably
be my supposition.
agree
I know
on that.
there's a bunch of Commonwealth in there. So we did not for the show itself. We were not named a finalist, which they've expanded to 3 finalists this year, which I knew. But it's sort of odd to me. Like, I've always thought that our show is it doesn't fit in either of the 2 categories. It's not a morning show by technical standards, and it's not specifically a talk show either. Like, you think more of a talk show is about a specific topic, and it's whatever. So But I did notice that there is a non-traditional morning show in the morning show category that's finalist, and I thought, well,
Oh, really? I
they're
didn't
going to
even.
have to clarify that. Did you see that?
I didn't process. I didn't process it to see. I guess I wouldn't even know which one. Oh, is that a the first one listed there? I guess is the one
Yeah.
you're talking about. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So I thought that's not a morning show. I mean, it happens in the morning, but it's not as compared to the other categories. So anyway, this is really inside baseball, so there's no sense in getting into it. But no surprise, we are a finalist for use of streaming video and overall digital presence, along with Sam's nomination as well. So I guess we got to talk more about racing, and we got to be live at 5 and beyond the bench.
Well, and
Well, that's
how do you
all of
know
our
what
friends
this
in Owensboro.
non-traditional thing is.
It's like a swap shop. Like a swap shop program is folded in there into the morning show category, and it's like that's it. It would be like us.
That's not-
It would be like us taking our old radio program and saying this is a morning show. Like that's
I read it this morning myself, and I just
Yeah.
I was very happy for Samuel.
Sam,
but-
what's in our what was in our submission package? I need to make sure we don't do that content ever again.
Oh gosh. I
don't
put
remember?
you recommended there was one clip from you and Whitney.
Yes, and never take my my input again.
And I did one clip that I had to put in was when Brady was over and he decided that he wanted to wear his SpaghettiOs on the head.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if maybe
Well,
someone.
what we've learned, the judges don't like kids. That's what it is.
And there was one or two more
judges
clips that I
don't
put
like
in there, but I don't remember what it was off the top of my head.
Well,
Yeah. Well, shame
guess
on you all
can't
to,
win every year.
to not even like kids. That's a shame. Maybe this segment will be
'Cause-
nominated. I don't know.
Yeah, ripping on the judges.
Yeah, that always works. Well, and by the way, the judges are different every year, and they added to the number. I think they added an additional judge. So that the EIB awards are relatively new, and so they're kind of trying to get them dialed in. But I guess I need to do something uniquely Kentucky. I noticed that was a category this year. Like, well, I didn't realize that I had a uniquely Kentucky opportunity.
I still think we got to go all the way in for a Station of the Year one of these times.
Yeah, I don't, yeah, I guess. I did see that leadership award too. I thought, well, I don't know if I like that idea. The Bengals play in Philadelphia.
They do.
Okay, so they'll be at the Eagles tonight.
Yep.
Summer heat building through the end of the week. Very warm with isolated afternoon downpours today. Highs climb into the low 90s through the weekend. Summer heat lingering through next week. See, mostly sunny and high of 90 today. Mostly clear 71 and mostly sunny and a high of 92 for your Friday. Saddened to see about the Army sergeant that shot 5 fellow soldiers down at Fort Stewart, Georgia. Fort Stewart, one of the largest military installations in our country. And fortunately, those 5 soldiers are expected to make a full and complete recovery. Not really sure. I was not able to pick up on the motive as of yet, but certainly sad to hear it. Locally, there was a big amount of law enforcement in Litchfield last night that is not your usual flavor of law enforcement. It was not LPD, it was not SO, it was not KSP, but not 100% sure what organizations that it might be, what alphabet letters are all involved, but multiple personnel were initially on Cave Mill Court, and then they moved to the 300 block of Cave Mill Road about 9:45, where unmarked vehicles were blocking the roadway for a while. At least one person, a male, was seen in handcuffs in the driveway of 317 Cave Mill Road, and several law enforcement personnel were seen going in and out of the home. We also heard screaming coming from the residents. So we did confirm with local law enforcement that the operation was not being conducted by any local agency. Most of the agents wore vests that just said police without any other identifying marks. So this is 100% speculation on my part and anybody else that's commenting on it at this point in time. We should, when we see what's happening in our country with immigration enforcement, we should not be so naive to think that our community is not going to be impacted by that in some way. So it could be, we do know that several of the alphabet agencies were pressed into service on the immigration effort, like DEA, Marshals, ATF, FBI, et cetera. So it could be a mixture of law enforcement agencies, but we won't know. But when we do know, we will certainly share that information with you. There's another new LPD recruit that was sworn in on Monday. 22-year-old Cody Shepard began his 2-week pre-academy training with LPD Monday, and it's part of new training procedures at LPD, which we had shared with you a few weeks ago about new community policing standards, personal responsibility, etc. So he will be going through his training at the Department of Criminal Justice training at Richmond, and then he will get some training at LPD, etc. So anyway, you can see that story at K105.com. The photo, I noticed, it must take one to know one. Saw one former law enforcement officer swearing in a new law enforcement officer. Judge Henderson was doing that swearing in. A Grayson County man with a history of run-ins with the law enforcement is being accused of assault, burglary, and theft, among other counts. 29-year-old Dustin Davis was recently indicted by the Grayson County Grand Jury for second-degree assault, secondary burglary, theft by unlawful taking, and criminal mischief. He's being held in the Grayson County Detention Center on 4 bonds totaling $40,000. You can read those details at K105.com. Probably, he must have a rewards number because he's got a lot of traffic there trying to frequent flyer. Governor Beshear announced yesterday that Kentucky's request for a 30-day extension to the disaster unemployment assistance registration period for those impacted by severe storms, straight line winds, and tornadoes, May 16 and 17, has been approved. The deadline has been extended until August 22nd for disaster survivors in all 6 counties designated. They were Caldwell, Laurel, Pulaski, Russell, Trigg, and Union counties that were impacted in the month of May. The governor joined a lawsuit over the freezing of federal unemployment insurance funds. The Trump administration had frozen $3.6 million in previously approved grants administered by the Kentucky Education and Labor Cabinet to support efforts tied to unemployment insurance. Funding to protect unemployment insurance from fraud, efforts to modernize unemployment insurance programs, and work to promote the equitable access to the unemployment compensation program. The University of Kentucky men's basketball conference schedule, all 18 games that will appear on the Southeastern Conference schedule, were announced yesterday with dates. So now we know the dates that those will be, and now the times will be crystallized a little more into the future. Were there any surprises, Sam, as you reviewed the UK men's schedule?
I don't know about surprises. I honestly hadn't taken the time to scrutinize it yet. What I usually do is I wait until I get the Grayson County basketball schedule when I really start to scrutinize it, because then it's like, oh, I'm going to miss that one. I'm going to miss that one. I'm going to miss that one because we'll be on air and so on. But yeah, I know that my dad is probably excited because they have a trip planned around the first of the year. So he was worried that he was potentially going to miss the first SEC game, but since the first SEC game is on the road, he is going to luck into not missing any SEC games.
They will open league play at Alabama on January 3rd, so they'll be on the road at Tuscaloosa, which is the first of 5 road games in the first month of the calendar year. They're also at LSU in January, they're at Tennessee January, they're at Vandy in January, and then they close out the month. Arkansas came to Rupp last year because it was Cal's return, so we've got to go out to the armpit of the country out in Fayetteville. The home games in January are Missouri, Mississippi State, Texas, and Ole Miss. They will host Oklahoma February 3rd. They'll host Tennessee. They'll host Georgia. They'll host Vandy. They'll be at Florida, at Auburn, at South Carolina in February. And so they are at Texas A&M March 3rd or 4th. And then they will be at Florida on March the 7th. So Senior Day is
home against Florida on the 7th, I believe.
Regular season at Florida on March 7th. Oh,
I think that's a typo. I'm about 99% sure they're home for Senior Day against Florida on the 7th.
Keith Taylor double-crossed himself. He said on the road at Florida at Rupp Arena. So, well,
unless Rupp Arena is moved, I think.
I think that, to me, that's a headline we would have noticed.
Feel like that.
They relocated.
I think Ken Hallett would have been on the ground.
Oh, without a doubt. We got to get to a break. We'll come back. Things that were formerly free that are no longer, and office relics, things you used to use in your office that you no longer use. We'll talk about that and more coming up here on In the Know.
At Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield, Dr. Priyank Chauhan provides compassionate care for adults and seniors. Board certified in internal and geriatric medicine, he's dedicated to managing chronic conditions, preserving independence, and enhancing the quality of life. Proudly serving Grayson County because your health matters. Schedule today. Call Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield at 270-259-8888.
Successful small business owners know that having an ally in decoding the data of your business performance is vital. A trusted source that can interpret financial reports, advise on tax code, and assess overall performance can be the difference between sleepless nights and peace of mind. The certified public accounting firm of Buckles, Travis & Hart is your ally in making sure your business is performing at an optimum level. Call or contact today to find out how Buckles, Travis & Hart can help fine-tune your business to create peak performance. 270-259-5604. GraysonCPAs.com.
Get ready for an unforgettable evening of gospel right on East May. Joseph Habadang will ignite downtown Litchfield with his powerful voice. Mark your calendar for Friday, August 8th. Music starts at 6 p.m., but come early. Food trucks open at 5. With 3 GMA Dawn Awards and 2 Grammy nominations, Joseph is a gospel legend. And the best part, admission is free. Sponsored by the Litchfield Tourism Commission and First Baptist Church. Gospel on East May, Friday, August 8th.
I had one, all I could win.
Thinking about furthering your education? At Elizabethtown Community and Technical College, you'll get a high-quality education close to home at a cost that won't break the bank. Enjoy small class sizes with professors who take a personal interest in your success. Scholarships are still available, making our low tuition even more affordable. ECTC's Litchfield campus is now enrolling for classes that start August 18th. Visit kctcs.edu to get started. ECTC, college for the real world.
Homeowners, especially on the lake, have most likely experienced or will experience water erosion on their properties. There is a solution and preventative measures that can protect against this type of erosion. With the help of products and service from Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Crushed Rock Road Enhancements can provide erosion control and shoreline protection. Well-designed and maintained erosion control helps ensure that today's beautiful and safe landscapes remain so tomorrow. To discuss erosion control and shoreline restoration solutions with Scotty's Contracting, call 270-259-5696.
Summer's winding down, but the summer vibes are still going strong at Beach Bend Park and Splash Lagoon. Now open weekends only through September 21st. So don't miss your chance to ride, splash, and play before the season wraps up. From thrilling rides to Splash Lagoon Water Park, it's nonstop family fun you won't want to miss. Every weekend counts, so make it one to remember. Plan your weekend adventure today at beachbend.com or follow us on socials for discounts and more details.
AI-powered search engine Perplexity is being accused of scraping websites that do not want to be scraped. The publication Cloudflare says it's observed the AI startup ignore blocks and hide its crawling and scraping activities, adding that Perplexity is disguising its identity to get around website rules. Perplexity denies the allegations. A lawsuit has been filed against the gaming platform Roblox in connection with the kidnapping and sexual abuse of a 13-year-old Iowa girl. Here's Monica Nelson.
The suit filed in Polk County alleged Roblox enabled the girl's exploitation by failing to implement adequate safety measures on its platform. According to the filing, the girl was kidnapped from her West Des Moines home in May after being groomed by a man she met through the game. The lawsuit seeks unspecified damages for negligence, while the suspect in the case faces criminal charges in both Iowa and Tennessee. Roblox says it does not comment on pending litigation.
And OpenAI says it's nearing 700 million weekly ChatGPT users with 5 million business subscribers. Check report. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Today is beach party day. Yeah, send those kids back to school and head to the beach. Be like, look at me relaxing. Lighthouse Day.
You say lighthouse?
It's purple. Yeah, you got a problem with Lighthouse?
No, I didn't know if you said Lighthouse or White House.
Yeah, Lighthouse. And Purple Heart Day. You know, the Purple Heart's awarded to members of the U.S. Armed Services that are injured in duty. You get a Purple Heart. So that's what we're celebrating today. It's also day number 4 of Where's Quacky, the Ducking Hunger Regatta, coming up September 1st at the Litchfield Aquatic Center. And you, well, should you be the sponsor of a duck, could win $1,000. If you don't sponsor a duck, you're not going to win jack squat. So you might as well do it. You can scan QR codes anywhere everywhere you see. There's boxes of quackers around town that you can that will assist you in doing that. Day number 3, we were trying to figure out where Quacky was spending the day. You immediately thought you knew where that was.
Yeah, but now I think I'm wrong. So I think it's at Bevel Park.
I think it's James D. Bevel City Park as well. The only pause that it gave me was that it's purple. And whenever I see purple, I think, Caneyville's purple.
Well,
but it's also blue. So.
But if you recall, she would ask to go when she was younger. She wanted the purple one. The purple one.
So which one are you locking in then for your answers?
I'm locking in Bevel.
Yeah, I'm going James D.
And
Bevel
you
City
all
Park.
would be correct.
All right, finally got one. Yesterday I was off by I was half off, but you said
Yeah, you were a quarter mile off, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's those galvanized tubs. There aren't many places where those are. So congratulations to Catherine Williamson. Catherine Williamson was one of many people who correctly identified the where Quacky spent the day yesterday. So now, Catherine, you have a duck in the Ducking Hunger Regatta, and you may very well win. Today is day number 4 of Where's Quacky. We will find out. This photograph appears on our Facebook page. Don't comment on the show thread. Go specifically to this photo and this post on our Facebook page, and you will have the opportunity to tell us where this is. I know exactly where that is, but I think a huge number of people have no idea. This is one of those if you know things.
I need to enlarge the photo.
Yeah, and then I also want to remind people, just because everyone else has guessed something, doesn't mean they're right. Doesn't mean they're right. I mean,
don't have to follow the crowd.
Yeah, we had a few years where that Quacky visited Clarkson Elementary, but everybody was guessing Caneyville, and we had 1 or 2 people drop in Clarkson and.
Right. There's also a City Hall trick. You can think that it will be like Clarkson, and it's actually Litchfield City Hall. So sometimes there's a rope-a-dope going on here. But
Quacky's he's shifty sometimes.
All right, Sam, let me ask you, Sam, before you got the answer key, would you have known where this was?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I've never been to this location.
I've never been to this location, but I know exactly where it is. So.
Wow.
I might even tell you during the break.
Well, I'd like to see if I can.
She wants to see if she can figure it out herself, I guess.
Right?
Sure. I think
I may be able to pick up our swag today. I don't know. Debbie and I are trying to work out
our Ducking Hunger Regatta shirts, our uniforms.
Yes, and all the little ones that I sit around and all that jazz.
Recently, BuzzFeed asked its readers to share some of the things that used to be free that they are now forced to pay for, and some of the most missed miscellanies, accessories that used to come with your phone. You used to get a full charging block. You used to get other
headphones
things that came with headphones, and then they realized we can make money selling these, but they sold it to us under we're trying to be environmentally friendly. We're trying not to send you things that you're not going to use. We're going to let you decide what accessories you want with your phone, and we're also going to charge you for them. So that's but that's the free enterprise system. Buying tickets. There's so many fees now. There's so many fees that now they had to pass a law that the price you show has to include the fees. Because
they're awful.
It's terrible. I mean, facility fees and transaction fees and fees and fees and fees and fees. Your convenience fee, $9,001. How about the extra garlic sauce cups that you used to get with your pizza? You could get extras. You used to get Extra sauce you could get Big Mac sauce at McDonald's, and now that costs an extra fee. The Japanese restaurants used to be very giving with the extra yum yum. Now, no yum yum for you unless you've got 50 cents.
Betty.
I mean,
Well, and the one I think charges more that we did the drive-through.
I agree.
In BG.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's $1.
like,
I think it's $1 for extra yum yum.
So we just decided to get a bottle after we checked the date on the
yeah,
bottle
but I mean,
and
at
had it
least
home.
at least the one pizza place still gives you the free garlic sauce with your pizza.
You get,
You know,
but
the
you
one
get
place.
one.
Yeah,
right? You
one's
get-
all
you
you
get
all you
one.
should. I mean, maybe all you need sometimes.
Are the peppers still in there? I haven't had that in
the
forever.
pepper is hit or miss sometimes. Like I've gotten that sometimes, and I mean I've gotten sometimes where it's like, I mean that thing is huge, and then sometimes where it's like, I don't know that pepper is seen better days.
Is the pepper in that place like the straw in the bag at the other fast food places? It's hit or miss.
Yeah, well, yeah, they give you one, and I've even opened it up, and there's two where it's like one was a little skimpy, so clearly the person was like, you know what, we're going to give you a second one, just because we feel bad. Mhm.
Good
I like
people.
that.
Good people.
Yeah.
Good prep.
Yes,
What about air for your tires? Yeah, used to be in the old days.
free.
You pulled in, air was free everywhere, but that's also you're more likely to have full service gas stations, etc.
I have a really hard time with air.
But what I have learned, though, I guess the shame of it is, I've not paid for air too many times. But one of the universal truths that seem to be revealing itself: the more free the air, the more likely the air machine is to be broken. So these companies, when there's not a business opportunity in them for, or at least a direct one. In the old service station days was you come in, you buy your gas from us, and then we check your oil, and then we'll check your tires, and we'll wash your windows, etc. Then they said, well, no, it's going to take quarters to get air. But then some companies said, well, we think by having free air, you're more likely to pull into our lot and then buy your energy drinks, your whatever. But if they're not generating revenue directly from that, they're more likely for the hose to be broken or...
Yeah.
Right?
I'm trying to think about the spot that I've gotten air at in town before. I don't remember whether I paid for it or not.
I can almost tell you where you can get air and where you have to pay
See-
between Calibiot and Litchfield.
She knows all the spots.
Luckily now I have one that I can plug into my cigarette lighter in the car, into the power supply, and that thing works pretty good.
Yeah, as do I.
Yeah.
But I still will pull in if I need it.
My
It's
tires
quicker.
are sensitive.
They are.
See, but
Content in games, maps, extra levels, weapon packs.
I refuse. Yeah.
Used to be available as updates, and now not downloadable content that you have to pay for like we do today. And then everything on the internet. The old days, everything on the internet was free.
Yeah.
Because there was not a way to monetize it. They hadn't figured that out. And now subscriptions. Everything is a subscription. Like something like Microsoft Office. Used to have to go every couple of years. Well, here's my $700, and here are your CDs that you go and you install it. And now you just pay a monthly subscription on everything. Your subscription landscape is getting ready to change. That's coming up in segment C. Here are some, the Office landscape. We were talking about free things that have gone away, things the internet has replaced, things that AI is going to replace. I ran across the other day in a box of something, the old Rolodex, that has the two black knobs on the side of it, and you roll it around, and it kind of looks like a Ferris wheel. Or you could do animate. Now it's just good for animation. You just draw on there and then turn it fast, and it looks like you've made a cartoon.
I love them.
That is, but I don't know what you would use them for. Now, you're not going to keep contacts in that.
I think you should get it out and show it to Alea and see if she can figure out what it is.
Oh, I would love that. Talk about good TikToks, right?
Yeah.
Fooling
I
your
made
kid.
my first TikTok last night.
Fooling your kids with what old office relics are.
Yep.
A survey of 2,000 people who are employed and adults reveal that many workers have consigned once ubiquitous office relics to the annals of history, including fax machine. I had someone a couple of years ago. It's been 2 or 3 years ago. can I fax this over to you? And I would laugh. And I would say,
no, you cannot.
no, you can't. I threw my fax machine out in the backyard on top of the stone tablets. And it was like, oh okay. Now, I do have a fax app.
So, yeah. He has thrown more than one office.
I don't know that I have ever actually faxed something.
Really? You're fax free?
And if I have, it's just because I think my printer over here has the ability to do it.
But you don't have a phone line to carry it.
Well, I do actually. Yeah. There is a phone line underneath my feet right now, but I just am smart enough to not plug a landline in, because if I do that, then it's just going to ring. Nobody's going to call me other than...
Yeah, unwanted advances.
Exactly. And the people that need to get in contact with me have my cell phone number.
Clunky filing cabinets are out.
Yeah.
They make great chicken coops, just saying.
Vandalay Industries was a importer exporter of filing cabinets there for a while.
Yeah, there were a couple in the old building.
But it's not too late if anybody needs one.
We still have some? I mean, you still have some?
I think there's still some.
Interesting. Landline desk phones, business card holders, and computer disks. I ran across when we were, cleaning out. I was just seeing these stacks of 3.5-inch floppy disks. I couldn't even have anything to put these in if I wanted to.
I don't even know where the box is that I had mine that I used to keep hanging, like on the back of my wall at the office.
I've got the spindles. When we used to mass produce CDs, when you would burn CDs, when the blanks were empty, I would use those spindles to put softwares. Mm-hmm. And I look through there and it's like what do you do with these things? What do you I don't have any idea.
I'll be honest, a lot of what you just said is foreign to me.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you the last time I burned a CD.
I'm a little bit surprised, Sam, that in your intro class, they did not make you do a quick review of some of the historical. I had to.
Yeah, I think now they're just realizing that the historical stuff that we were learning was what we were learning right then, because of how much things are changing in this industry.
Yeah, it was rapidly changing.
Yeah, because I mean, tape and reel-to-reel, all those, we didn't learn any of that. I mean, heck, we would even have to teach people how to play CDs at the radio station. You could tell we would get to a point where some of the kids were like, what?
What's this?
What is this?
88 in the WKHG studio when the first CD player came in. I remember using it for the first time, and now I don't even have a CD player in my vehicle. I couldn't play a CD in my truck if I wanted to.
Yeah, just a quick reminder, if you're going to comment on where Quacky is, you must go to the post.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. I mean, if you want to chat with us on here, that's great. But if you want to actually enter to win.
If you want to win $1,000, you better do it elsewhere other than the show thread.
Yeah.
Got to get to a break. Today's water cooler question, your chance to win. Coming up, you're on In the Know.
A lot of things are better when they're fast. Medicine that's fast-acting.
I feel better already.
Internet that's lightning fast.
Yeah.
Food you can cook fast.
Popcorn's done.
But one thing that's not better when it's fast is driving. Because driving too fast endangers your life and the lives of others. Not so fast, Kentucky. Please obey the speed limit. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment. The amount of life insurance coverage that you may qualify for or apply for is subject to medical and financial underwriting by Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company in Jackson, Mississippi.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
K105 weather from the Wave Storm Tracking Team is brought to you by Smith Overhead Door. SOHD.info.
Twin Lakes weather. Plenty of sunshine across the region for today with highs near 90 degrees. There's still that chance for an isolated downpour or two, but most of us will be dry. For tonight, mostly clear skies as we slide down into the 60s and low 70s for your lows. From the Wave News Storm Tracking Team, I'm meteorologist Tawana Haynes.
You don't want to miss American Top 40 this weekend because Ryan's out and I'm in. This is Brent Smith from the band Shinedown, and I am ready to play the biggest songs, and I will answer all your questions. Just head over to Instagram at American Top 40, and we will hang out this weekend.
Did you know there's more fresh water in the atmosphere than in all of Earth's rivers combined?
I believe that.
Okay.
I mean, but stand next to Niagara Falls and then just watch the volume of water that goes over that in an hour or a minute or whatever, and then think about that volume of water married with all the other rivers that might be similar to that on Earth, and there's more moisture in the atmosphere than, or more fresh water in the atmosphere than in those rivers. That's pretty impressive. Here's today's water cooler question. Are you, if your household have not won in the last 30 days, and you're 18 years of age or older, you qualify to win. You're going to text your answer to 270-259-6000, 270-259-6000. Beach Bend today?
Yeah.
Beach Bend today. Beach Bend open weekends until late September. Something for you to do on the weekend. Here's the question. An average person will do this 5 times in a lifetime. An average person will do this 5 times in a lifetime. 270-259-6000. 270-259-6000.
I got it.
Go ahead and text your answer to 270-259-6000. I think it's I think I figured it out. Talk shows don't do water cooler questions. That's probably what happened to us. They said, "Oh, that's not a talk show thing. That's something else." I think that's what it was.
Well, see, I feel bad because one of the talk shows that was on the list I was on yesterday. So I feel like if I would have known.
Oh, so you've heard of them?
Well, yeah, this is our friends in Owensboro.
No, I didn't recognize any of them.
They asked me to come on and talk about Cougar football.
Okay. Well.
And yeah, so I mean, if I would have known that, I don't know that I would have,
Sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah, Live at 5 is the one that I was on with them. Yes.
Oh, how original. Hulu app.
Yeah, you'll never guess what time the show is on.
4:30.
Yeah, exactly.
Hulu app is to be phased out. The Hulu app is going away.
Now what?
Well, you'll just find it over on Disney Plus. The way that HBO Max combined all of theirs, Discovery, etc., the way that Paramount has combined all of theirs, and the CBS and the VH1 and MTV, etc., you will find all of the Disney-owned content, ABC, etc. Hulu has primarily been ABC's extension into the streamers. So they have found out that the standalone Hulu app is not doing as well as it could do if they did the full integration with Disney Plus. How it will modify, we buy Disney Plus annually. We buy Hulu monthly. I don't know how that will shake out on what that's going to end up.
See, I have the bundle, the Disney, Hulu, and ESPN bundle.
They have added that as of late. We were a very early adopter of Disney Plus.
Yeah, I think you were day one, right?
I mean, but yeah, the moment I found out about it, it's like, here's our money. So, but what's interesting, so there is an ESPN bundle that goes into it. Because I was wondering if they were going to try and be sharp and carve out ESPN and say, no, we're going to, because I heard yesterday it was like $29 by itself, ESPN, like $29 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure when all that would add up together when it would get to the same price as.
Yeah, I mean, if you're thinking about $29 a month, like for my dad or something, would be perfect for. I mean, $29 to watch all the UK games and all the college basketball games. That's all he's probably watching on TV, anyways. It'd probably be a pretty decent deal.
Yeah, my life would be miserable if that's all the content I could watch.
Yes, because you don't have Netflix or anything, do you?
That's what I'm saying. If I were limited to sports, I would just.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I thought you were meaning of like other things on cable.
Sam, I know you got really excited earlier in the show because of your potential accolades, but now I'm going to have to bring you back down to earth. The BET Hip Hop Awards have been indefinitely suspended.
Oh, boy.
It's something you set your calendar by.
When is that? Or when was that?
You have a special theme party every year for the Hip Hop Awards. And if that wasn't bad enough, so have the Soul Train Music Awards. They've gone the way of the dodo bird. They're not going to happen indefinitely. So enjoy watching.
That is disappointing.
A NASA engineer has explained Taylor Swift's success in a new book. She did not follow any pre-existing manual for success on her road to superstardom, but now, thanks to her, there is such a roadmap. And former NASA engineer Sinead O'Sullivan, her new book, Good Ideas and Power Moves, exploring how anyone can learn from the way the musician has strategically built her career from the ground up. An excerpt says her genius is not limited to her singing and songcraft. As the founder of her own multi-billion-dollar enterprise, she has higher returns than 99.9% of hedge funds and has built a strong global corporation than nearly every other American conglomerate CEO. He's done extremely well.
Have you read this, Christy?
Set aside the artistry.
I have not.
Did you ask her if she would, or had she?
Yes. I mean, both work.
She will. I think she really respects the business empire that she's created, even if she doesn't really care for her content. No?
No, I wouldn't read it.
But you do respect. You've said for a fact you respect what she's built.
But my stack is so ridiculous right now that I can straight up tell you I will not read that.
And that's not typically your fare. You don't read so much like that. You're more fiction oriented or specialty. There has to be something very special. Bill Hader was on with Seth Meyers on Tuesday and explained why he was absent from the SNL 50 production. Bill Hader is a huge sufferer of anxiety, and he was notoriously battled anxiety issues when he was on the cast of the show, and he got the opportunity. I think the only thing he was in was a pre-recorded sketch that was all about cast members having anxiety, and people have battled that throughout the years. It has led to some of them seeking early graves as a result because of the way they try to deal with that anxiety. He was not the only notable cast member that was not there. Famously, Dan Aykroyd was not. I mean, Dan Aykroyd, one of the original cast members, and he decided that he preferred to watch the special from home with his family. Now, I don't know if there's partial health issues involved there or why, but you really can't think of the early class of SNL without Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase. So it would be, and Gilda and Belushi and all the others. So it's surprising that Aykroyd was not there. And then I'm learning as well, the sequel to Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ, The Resurrection of Christ, will come out in 2027 in 2 parts. It will come out on Good Friday in 2027, and then I think a few weeks later or a month later or so, it's going to come out. The second part of that will come out. So it's been, the sequel has been a long time in the works, but 2027, Easter of 2027 is when you'll be able to get that. All right, we'll figure out who wins today's water cooler question. We'll have Chart Toppers, Pearl of Wisdom, Point to Ponder, and more coming up here on In the Know.
Chris Brightmore was splashing in the ocean on vacation when his wedding ring slipped from his finger. He knew immediately because he hadn't removed it since his wedding day 51 years before. He searched for the ring with a metal detector and amateur snorkeling gear, but after battling the waves for 2 days, he finally had to admit defeat. About that time, a man came along and asked Chris what he was doing. When Chris shared how deeply he treasured his marriage and how important his ring was to him, the man introduced himself and offered to help. It turns out this random Good Samaritan was a retired professional diver and had his diving equipment nearby. He spent 2 hours searching for Chris's ring. Miraculously, he found it 10 feet underwater and beneath 3 inches of sand. Why all the fuss over a wedding ring worth just a few $100s in gold? Because to Chris, the ring was priceless. It not only communicated that he was married to someone, it symbolized his love for his wife specifically. Like a ring of gold, marriage is precious and valuable, and when it's nurtured and cared for, it lasts a lifetime. Imagine if every couple honored their wedding rings and their marriage the way Chris did. We'd have a culture of men and women who each day live out the commitment, faithfulness, and sacrifice symbolized by the rings they wear. For Focus on the Family, I'm Jim Daly. God is at work and he's calling his people to rise in truth. Truth Rising is a powerful new documentary from Focus on the Family and the Colson Center. See how ordinary Christians choose courage in a culture that needs truth. Watch Truth Rising starting September 5th and find out how you can be a part of the change and become an agent of restoration. Sign up at truthrising.com. That's truthrising.com.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is Medi-Share. Maybe you've heard joining Medi-Share can save families up to $500 a month, and obviously that's a big deal, but they like it too, especially being part of something that reflects their values instead of working against them. So yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. Find out more. Call 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE.
Summer's winding down, but the summer vibes are still going strong at Beach Bend Park and Splash Lagoon. Now open weekends only through September 21st. So don't miss your chance to ride, splash, and play before the season wraps up. From thrilling rides to Splash Lagoon Water Park, it's nonstop family fun you won't want to miss. Every weekend counts, so make it one to remember. Plan your weekend adventure today at beachbend.com or follow us on socials for discounts and more details.
Midway Pharmacy doesn't have the largest selection of perfume, and that's likely because they spend more time making sure you're healthy and less time making sure you smell pretty. At Midway Pharmacy, you're getting more than a pharmacy. You're getting a pharmacist who's committed to working with you on all things health-related. Because your health matters. Experience what matters the most when you visit any county-wide location of Midway Pharmacy.
MB's Point to Ponder for today. What's something you've tried that you'll never try again? What's something that you've tried that you'll never try again? I'll start.
All right.
I don't like the word never, but I will probably not electively choose to skydive again. I'm glad that I did. And as a result, I don't feel any need to do it again. However, you have it. So if you decided you wanted to, then I would, but it's not something I'll choose to do again.
I mean, you could watch me from the ground.
I can, but I'd rather have the shared experience.
Well, so
I'll watch
I
you.
Really,
Okay.
No chance I'm doing that.
Really did not like jet skiing in the ocean. It could have been the situation, I don't know, but I'm kind of with you. If given the option, that is something I probably would not choose to do again.
I think you would do it if you were the driver and solo.
Possibly, and alone, period, alone. Like, I don't want, just alone. I think I'm a lot better.
Emphasis on alone.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was the driver, but I did have a passenger. The guide did not help.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that was on two different ones.
Yeah. So it was just, I can do it by myself.
Right.
I know how to drive one. So, but yeah, ocean, it's a totally different story.
Sam?
I never so tough, like you said.
never so tough.
Yeah.
I know, the one time I've had tofu, I really did not like it.
Yeah.
Really did not like it.
I think I had tofu once and had the same experience. Like,
Yeah, texture. It's a texture thing.
I'm no good on that. We had a thing yesterday that we didn't get to that I was curious about. How many times have you eaten tomatoes?
What do you mean? Like, I mean, like a raw tomato?
Just a tomato.
Not very often.
Okay.
But I mean,
Well,
I don't like it. So if I don't, I'm not gonna.
Right. The reason that I said there's an overwhelming percentage of people say they hate foods that they've actually never tried.
Oh, and I've tried it. Yeah.
And I knew that you had. I just thought, well, how many times? You know?
I don't think there's anything that I said that I hate that I've never tried.
We enjoyed sending photos of Brady to Brady's parents of him eating black olives, and they both hate black olives.
Oh, I love black olives.
Me too. The water cooler question for today was, an average person will do this 5 times in your life.
Gosh, I put move.
Oh, by car.
Move. You said buy a car? Oh,
Yeah.
those are both good answers.
Sorry, my brain was still on the other.
The correct answer is lock yourself out of your car, basically. So lock your keys in
Really?
your car. You're likely to do that 5 times in your lifetime.
Knock on wood, I've never done that before.
I have only done it once that I can remember. And I think it's going to be very hard to do in the future. It's very hard. It's much harder to lock your keys in your car today than
I know
a long time ago.
My car even has now, and I don't know how many times this ever happens, but if my key falls into my trunk when I'm putting stuff in the trunk will not close.
Yeah. Those are safety features in there that'll keep you from doing that. Did we have a winner? I didn't see of all the guesses.
Nope.
I didn't see anyone that got that.
Nope.
Very, very good. Today's television schedule: Celebrity Family Feud is tonight. Bob's Burgers is on Fox. Sinister Surgeon is on Lifetime, and on Hulu something called Necaxa. I don't know. Oh, that's the Welcome to Wrexham. I think it has something to do with soccer or foosball.
Foosball.
Today's highlight in history: this day, 1974, French high wire artist Philippe Petit performed an unapproved tightrope walk between the 2 towers of the World Trade Center in New York. The Department of War was established by Congress in 1789. Hey, before I forget, did you all hear the news that Apple has contracted with the Corning plant in Harrodsburg, Kentucky?
I saw that.
Kentuckians are now going to be making all of the iPhone and Apple Watch screens. Guess where they were made before? Not in America.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So, Robert Mueller, the former FBI director, is 81 today. Alan Keyes is 75. Rodney Crowell is 75. Wayne Knight is 70. You all remember who Wayne Knight is?
Not without some kind of clue.
Hello, Newman.
Oh, okay.
David Duchovny is 65. Charlize Theron is 50. Sidney Crosby is 38. And Mike Trout is 34. Gone but not forgotten. Nathaniel Greene in 1742. The Mata Hari in 1876. Billy Burke in 1884, Stan Freberg in 1926, Alfalfa, yes, the Alfalfa, in 1927, Don Larson in 1929, and B.J. Thomas, Mr. Hooked on a Feeling, was born in 1942, this date. All your gone but not forgottens. Let's go to your chart toppers into the 1950s. 1955.
5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put it right now. Join me high. We'll have some fun.
All right, Bill, thank you. Let's go to 1964.
Are you not a fan of Bill?
Am I what?
Are you not a fan of Bill?
No, I like Bill.
Okay.
I'm a little sketchy on Jan and Dean. They're a little too much like Beach Boy wannabes. And I'm like, let the Beach Boys be the Beach Boys. 1973. Wings.
This is a good song.
Well, any song from a Bond film is a good song. That's good. Let's go to 1970. No, 1982. The Steve Miller Band. Burning flame, burning flame, full of desire. Kiss me, baby, let the fire get higher. I wanna reach out and grab you. All right, let's go forward to, I believe this is likely, I don't know, Miami might have been number one. Parents Just Don't Understand might have also been number one. But DJ Jazzy Jeff, number one in 91 was Summertime. Out of control. All right, and let's get one more before we have to go. 25 years ago today.
Oh boy.
Leanne Womack.
Slowing down.
Oh, wait a minute. Sam needs a palate cleanser. 2009. 16 years ago today.
Or did you just want this?
Yes.
I was going to say.
I can do something nice for you and for myself at the same time. All right, MB's Pearl of Wisdom for today says, a crisis does not build character, it reveals it. Crisis does not build character, it reveals it. MB's Pearl of Wisdom for today. Remember, God loves you, and I do too. If you don't know Jesus, let me know, and I'll introduce you. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for another edition of our show. For Sam Gormley, for Beej, I'm MB, and now you're in the know.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix is WKHG, Litchfield. The Twin Lakes